You might be wondering what I'm doing with all this stuff right here. And to answer your question, basically what I'm doing is preparing some food for my plants, and specifically for my leafy greens. You eat collards, you eat mustards, you eat lettuce, you eat spinach. It has to be fed just like you. So we about to feed it. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back. Dre over here at Set Apart Gardens, where we teaching beginners how to get back to the land. So if you're a beginner, this is the place you need to be. So what you see me doing is I'm just preparing some food for my leafy green plants. And what this fertilizer is going to do, excuse the noise, but what this fertilizer is going to do is it's going to add a nitrogen boost amongst other minerals, but mainly a nitrogen boost to my leafy greens. Today I want to talk about growing leafy greens, right? So if you haven't already, go watch the first video of this series of how to feed your garden organically as a beginner gardener, and go and get that foundational lesson, because you got to have a foundation, right? And in that video I talk about how plants need food just like us. I talked about the importance of soil health and all that stuff. And so today, like I say, what we're going to talk about is growing leafy greens. So you like your collard greens, you like your spinach, your lettuce, you eat salads and everything. If you want to grow that, your cabbages, this is what you need to be feeding it. So when it comes to your leafy greens, you need to think nitrogen, leaf growth, because unlike other plants, like say a tomato plant is a fruiting plant. So you don't necessarily need to, focus solely on the nitrogen, because when you think nitrogen, you think greenery, you think leaves. And so when you're growing leafy greens, you need to feed what is going to grow the leaves, what's going to grow the greens, which is nitrogen. Nitrogen is the main source of food for leafy greens, right? And so what I'm doing, I'm preparing, this is right here what you call kelp fertilizer. So this is clean kelp seaweed fertilizer, and basically this is a boost of nitrogen. It has a lot of different algae species within it, and so I add a little bit of this. And also I have this fish fertilizer, this fish emulsion fertilizer, which adds a lot of nitrogen as well. And combine these two together. You don't add too much, you ain't got to add a lot. Add these together, dilute it with water. I'm going to pour this into my handy dandy waterer, and I'm going to water at the roots, right? And what this is going to do is it's going to help those roots, and it's going to add a source of nitrogen. All right, so let's say you're growing some fruit or some vegetables, some leafy greens or whatnot, or really, any kind of plant, that you're trying to get produce from. Let's say you walk out in your garden one day and you see one of your plants that's supposed to be producing, whether it's your leafy greens, whether it's your pepper plant, tomato plant, and you see that the leaves are getting a little bit yellow. That right there is an indicator that there is a nutritional deficiency. And most likely that nutritional deficiency is nitrogen. It's lacking nitrogen somewhere, because again, when you think nitrogen, you think greenery. If it's going yellow, that means it's lacking what's supposed to make it green. And so that lets you know right there that you need to add a fertilizer and feed that nitrogen. You need to feed that plant nitrogen. So if you always plant something and it just yellows out and it dies and it withers, that means it was nitrogen deficient. You see what I'm saying? And specifically, like I say, with leafy greens, they need a lot of nitrogen, because that nitrogen is going to help them grow to have those pretty leaves that you like to harvest and eat. That all comes from nitrogen. You know what I mean? And so the fertilizers that I recommend using, fish emulsion, like you saw me do in my bucket over here. It's, kelp fertilizer. Another cheat code too, let's say you want to do it all organic, you don't want to go store-bought. When you cut your grass, rake up the grass clippings, put them inside of a 5-gallon bucket or a big old tote, fill it up with water, and let it sit, and let let those grass clippings begin to soak into that water, and it's going to become a concentrate, and that's going to be a big nitrogen power punch right there that you could just add directly to your plants. Another thing is compost too. When you're composting, of course, you have many different minerals and nutrients inside of your compost, because you're adding a whole bunch of things. You're adding nitrogen, you're adding carbon, you're adding magnesium, you're adding all of these different things. And so when you are doing your compost, you can add compost to it too if you're lacking in nitrogen or something like that, because it'll provide a well-rounded boost of nutrients to your plant. So it's a lot of different ways you could do it organically, but the main thing, if you're growing greens, they need green. And anytime you're thinking green, think nitrogen. If you're thinking brown, think carbon. You see what I'm saying? And that's an easy way, because again, this is for beginners who are trying to get into gardening. I know there's a lot of different, specifics and different things for people who already been gardening, but this series right here is for people who they think, oh man, I don't have a green thumb. Oh man, I can't grow nothing to save my life. It's more simple than you think. And I'm here to break it down to a simple level. So start off growing leafy greens. That's the first thing I recommend. If somebody wants to get into gardening, start off with leafy greens. Start off with a lettuce plant and spinach. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a cabbage. Start off with something like that, and you could, add a cucumber, tomato, whatever. But start off with some leafy greens. They're the most easiest things to grow, in my opinion. And when you're growing them, understand I got to feed them. And what do I have to feed them? Green, because they need nitrogen. And those are the ways I told you that they can get nitrogen. Now, another thing that I forgot as far as fertilizers that you can add to your leafy greens is manure, specifically cold manure. I talked about hot and cold manure in the last video, but just to give you a crash course, every animal produces manure, right? And you got animals like horses, cows, rabbits, chickens, turkeys that all poop and produce manure, and it's all good for your garden, for your soil health and your compost and all that stuff. But certain animals' manure is more hot, meaning it has more ammonia and different things like that, to the point to where if you add it directly into your plants, it'll burn your plants up and kill them. But then you also have animals that have what you call cold manure, which is not a lot of ammonia, and you're able to take that manure straight from the animal and put it into your garden, put it next to your plants, and it'll start fertilizing it immediately. You got cold manure, you can get it from rabbits, goats, sheep. You know what I'm saying? And so those manures you could take and add directly into your garden. Now here's the thing, is nitrogen the only nutrient that leafy greens need? No, they also need things like calcium and magnesium. But nitrogen is at the forefront. But you also want to make sure you're adding different things like calcium. If you're thinking calcium, think things like eggshells and different things like that that help root growth, that help the roots grow to be sustainable and things like that. And so an organic way you can get calcium is eggshells, and you can also buy certain fertilizers from the store that have a lot of calcium in it as well. And then you have things like magnesium, which also help root growth and cell growth in the whole photosynthesis process, because that's how they eat. These leafy greens, well, most plants, they eat through photosynthesis. They get the nutrients from the sun and they convert it, they're able to grow from it, right? And so the magnesium helps that process. And you can get magnesium from things like wood ash. You can get magnesium through different fertilizers that have magnesium within it, and also Epsom salt. That's another thing. You don't need a lot, but just a teaspoon and dilute it with water, mix it in some water, and that'll help with the magnesium as well. So it's a lot of different ways, that you can fertilize your garden and feed your plants, but it's all about the best way you want to do it for yourself. And there's a plethora of free options like I just named, but you can also go the store-bought route. But just make sure you're feeding your plants. Make sure that they have enough to eat. Just like you have enough to eat, make sure they have enough to eat. But lesson 1, well, lesson 2 rather, leafy greens, they need nitrogen. Focus on nitrogen, in fish fertilizer, manure, different things like that. You can have a nitrogen compost tea, and you can add it directly into it, but they need nitrogen. If they're yellowing, they need something to make them more green. And so with that, family, hopefully you got blessed by this video. If you are a beginner, please drop it in the comment section below. If you learned something from this video, drop below what you learned from this video. If you're just starting out gardening, let me know what you got planning in your garden. Before I go, shout out to my Victory Garden gang. We have a community in the school platform, where we have a Victory Garden gang where we're starting these backyard gardens, and we're growing food, and we're getting back to the land and stop being dependent, a lot on these powers that be, and the power structure, the whole system. We're trying to be as independent as we can, so we're not at the mercy of those who want to do us harm. But with that, family, continue to keep your eyes on the series. More videos coming. Y'all know what I always like to say. If you give somebody the power to feed you, you're giving them the power to starve you. See y'all on the next one.
For bombs over Baghdad really ain't that bad. Little wiretap, yes, yes. Little dodge in the IRS. Little haven from the taxman.